Good lurking wall too, isn't it? You can go and sit backside with this, kind of like Nats on bind, lurking one. Yes, I mean, you have many functions with those walls. That's about it. Did you say the Viper ult used to counter and find the enemy Viper in her ult? Think it happened in Liquid versus Sentinels or Breeze? I don't exactly know because I didn't watch that match. You can send me a clip.
Liquid playing heavy for that B control. Nothing really to stop the mid pressure, and that's something Sentinels are going to exploit, getting their way.
So, we see that Dapper used the orb on Heaven in conjunction with this wall. So this is not needed, but can help the attackers. Like, if the plan is that they're gonna do a split, Dapper is the lurker, and 4 people go from Heaven, then this smoke is very, very needed, right? Because what this smoke does is allows the players from Heaven to check the corner from stairs without being exposed to players standing in here. So this guy here is sad because he doesn't see shit.
Up into male. Does that be Heaven?
Oh, he walled the boom bot off, Dan. All of the race utility forced out of Sulcus.
Not much you can do from behind that wall for now. Trying to work on that wall, trying to open that up for him later on. But in the meantime,
The problem is now that they have the fuel down, but they make a crack down, and Dapper is still smoked off. They can only be crunched from CT, but I have no idea how many players are playing on B. They're going in blind. And that is a big problem. Yeah.
Soulcast picking up every kill, coming back for a vengeance after getting locked away in Liquid.
Yeah.
Fantastic pistol from Liquid, especially with the timing of that wall.
The problem in this round, essentially Sentinels just went into a site without doing a reconnaissance of what is actually going on the map. So they didn't expect 2 players to be backside, right, in default. Do you have the lineup for that smoke orb? Yes, I do, but I still didn't record a lineup video for split. I mean, not a lineup video, like a guide video for split. I really badly need to do it.
Not what we saw in Bind. Yeah. But by no means is this an unfamiliar spot for Sentinels.
There's going to be so many interesting tactics to talk about from both teams in this one, especially Liquid.
Do you use Viper on Haven as well? I love using Viper on Haven, but the problem is there's no way you can play Viper in solo queue. People just don't know how to play with you, specifically also on Haven. But I also stopped playing Viper on even Bind because people have absolutely no clue how to play with you. I'm just griefing myself if I play Viper. I'll just play Breach, you know?
Napier, playing very close to the Nebula. He's actually take down Dapper.
It's out, Dan.
Able to get that reset. He's got all his teammates there just supporting with the Utah. There's no way to trade out those kills. They're trying. You gotta love the attempt there.
Lul.
He actually finds what he was looking for. That
And Nivera gets fed a kill. Good for him.
As you would expect. And great look here from Team Liquid. They'll pick up the dub on the anti-eco and we'll move into the buy for Sentinels. And the bonus for Team Liquid. And that wall that we saw from Nivera.
What do you think about that smoke?
On that A side,
the first one on the box.
that's a great retake wall.
It's okay. It leaves you a spot that you pre-fire a lot, right? Because on the left side you have a gap that you pre-fire.
As well as a main, as well as a deeper push.
Viper can solo smoke on these maps with coordination. Unlucky. I mean, you should just not play that map with only Viper as the only smoker. She's not a smoker. She's a supplementary smoke. But it's more like a Sentinel that blocks vision by accident.
And we'll see that Liquid is also trying to work on the B main control. You can see that they're kind of.
That is a very complicated lineup. I have a better one.
They will move forward.
Look how quick Sentinels can get mid.
Although it's a little bit different because his lineup lands here where my lineup lands here. So my lineup just blocks rafters deeper. Different function. But it's definitely easier to make.
Liquid lacks that Sentinel on this map. Dapper.
He didn't expect them to be so close. He did not expect them to be so close.
And that's one of the problems of this lineup. Look.
They're kind of chomping at the bit there to
that's a problem of the lineup. Pay attention to it. He needs to do the lineup
right off the rip here, we're gonna have breach fault lining
from a very bad position, and it takes so much time to do it. So he's buying himself time with that snakebite to do the lineup. And then he takes such a long time to actually do it that he loses control of B main, makes noise as well.
They will move forward.
And look how quick Sentinels can get mid.
Yeah.
This is because Liquid lacks that Sentinel on this map. Tapper.
Oh, he didn't expect them to be so close. He did not expect them to be so close. Two players right there. They're going to fall back into the B site, but they've picked off Dapper. That's the Viper gone.
Yeah, no. Oh, no control utility, but that will help, Dan. A pick onto Solkis over there on ramps at A. They know a breach is in this site. They see the aftershock.
Oh, and that's that mid
Nice
control
shot.
you were talking about. Sentinels could just walk up, get through ropes, Heaven control, and then now...
And there's a very good flash, but now he's...
Here to defend this. There's a charge from Link. That looks very desperate.
Tens plays a lot of Guardian lately.
With his teammates there, and Sentinels looking pretty damn good. Scream causing problems, but...
Heal instead of just getting info? Oh, I don't know about that. That was the perfect moment to get info for the other players. Get the dismiss, check close elbow for the player in CT, right? Look. Look. Yampi is in CT here, right? Ah, actually, never mind, that happened before. No, wait. No. I had... It's okay, look. He gets the kill right here, right? He hides from this player, so he knows there's someone here. Yampi goes CT, and he could use dismiss here to get info for Yampi if there's someone close or not. But instead he just goes for that heal, which is like very awkward.
Sentinel's looking great now.
Yeah, Shazam took a dink, but still a lot of health remaining on these three players. Scream doing a lot of damage, Dan.
I'm just afraid it's Scream after all. He's going to finally try to drop down. He gets caught on the back as well. And that's it. Converted by Sentinels against the bonus of Team Liquid. And I think this is going to be a story we're going to keep talking about, Sean. You know, the way that the setup is for Liquid.
Yes.
Tens is buying Guardian second round every map if they win pistol. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Because the thing is, but it makes more sense on attack than defense. Sorry, it makes more sense on defense than attack. Because what I said earlier about forces, right? If the opponents are forcing because they planted, and 90% of the teams are going to force on round 2 if they planted, that means that Guardian will double tap people with the small shields. And almost everyone plays small shield on a force. So Guardian is one of the best guns that you can buy against forces. It's absolutely phenomenal. You play long range, those people peek with a Spectre, you double tap them in the chest.
Sentinels, but they're going to be hard to...
I'll watch it Krog Runner after the entire map, okay?
And timing is everything. Liquid will play aggressive on the extremities just like they did.
Should we buy full shield after pistol 1?
And that's what they're going to have to do. Because, like,
yes.
I mean, like we keep mentioning, no Sage. No
Unless you already have 25. Then don't.
When Sentinels players are in certain areas. Again, with this B main aggression.
Aim, Solkas, what the fuck? What?
Very risky.
That's some...
I respect the cojones on that one.
That's some Durka level Haven A-long peak.
It's a 1-for-1 ultimately. Trailblazer sent through, taken out.
I mean, if you want to do this, right? If you want to do this, Scream is a little bit... Scream is, let's say, sleeping a little bit. Look, Scream is next to him. If they really want to go for that early peak, for that orb, then you need to use the Leer from the Reyna. Like, that's the only time when you can actually be useful as a character with utility. Like, there's no way. There's no way. You have 2 rifles here. It really makes no sense to play like this. Too bad that they also use the smoke instead of like a pool or something. But yeah, this I don't know, man. Especially also, look. So he's being, oh my god, Scream. So he's being mollied off. That's literally, you guys remember what I said about Breach, about Doma, right? You guys remember what I said about Doma with the Breach counter flash? Well, this is literally the same scenario here, just different pieces of utility. Your teammate is out in the open and you're being mollied off. That means that there's a player here and he can actually peek. You should use a Leer to try to help your teammate. Even if that Leer doesn't really help that much from players going out of the smoke because they still see for a fraction of a second. But at least you do something here. Right now, Solkas is just like, whatever.
But that will not be a good look. However, Tenslers go down, so it's a 1-for-1 ultimately. Trailblazers sent through, taken out. Upgrade there, Dapper.
He did quite a bit of damage onto Yampi right there. Yampi had 51 health. The guiding light lets them know Scream is still there as
well. He went for the peak instead of the Leer, I guess. There was no peak. He was mollied off. That's the entire point.
A lot of info here coming in for Sentinels, and Sick has lurked around this A site.
I was about to say they're about to go into Nevera, but they actually put the Nebula up so they don't get caught on the cross against the operator of Nevera.
That same Viper wall is in play that we saw last round. And we might...
Still peeked and got a kill. Zareth, please stop arguing. Look at how long it took. How long it took for Scream to peek.
Oh my... Again, with this B main aggression.
35.
Oh my, that is very risky.
Oh my god.
2 full seconds. This is not trading, this is baiting. And he got mollied off. This is literally the moment when you should use a Leer to help your teammate that went for an orb. Because that teammate didn't know that you got mollied.
I was about to say they're about to go into Nevera, but they actually put the Nebula up so they don't get caught on the cross against the operator of Nevera.
That same Viper wall is in play that we saw last round. And we might actually see it get activated here.
And Liquid have also retaken the B heaven position. They're going to get flashed there, and that might slow them down. But this is all about winning the A main battle, and there's a couple players there you got to deal with the breach. Link is in
position. Link has perfect position to get like at least one kill.
There's a 1v1 looking to get a util in action there. There's one flash.
Nice from Sick.
That's so important. Can they roll off of that one?
He moves away from the flash. That's so crucial. So crucial, man.
He finds the angle, but it's Nevera to find the shot.
Well, that was awkward.
That wall will slow things down just for a moment, but Nevera's working on that. This is a very difficult hold here now for Sick and Zombs. They're spread apart. They can't really help each other. And that wall can go up. And there it goes.
And the Sage reply he wasn't blind? Yeah, because he turned away, so he was blinded for half a second.
There we go. It's working here for Sentinels.
Holy shit, wait, there was 2 only players from Sentinels.
And there it goes. For this retake, we talked about it. Sick on the cross. Can he find...
Beautiful crossfire, but why Scream watching... Why Scream watching elbow? What?
Swing out. There we go.
They have a Viper wall just for this reason, so he doesn't have to watch that. So the only reason they lose is because Scream doesn't look at the only direction he should be looking at. There's absolutely no reason to look at sight. Like, just because of the Viper wall. The Viper wall's function is essentially to guarantee that a player jumping down from rafters doesn't have to pay attention to sight, so he can clear all angles. And Scream literally doesn't check it. Like this. Maybe bad comms? Comms have nothing to do with this. Comms have nothing to do with this. This is why you play this Viper wall here. This is why you play this. So when this is up and you do a retake, you don't have to worry about this direction at all. So when you jump from rafters, you can check this area and then you can check this one before you proceed to going on site.
lines up. Beautiful 3K between the two of them. And that's Sentinels tying it up 2-2.
Absolutely magnificent mid-gaming right there from Zoms and Sick. You could see the thought process right there for Zoms. He saw the Viper target there.
Tying it up 2-2. Sentinels. Talked about it. Sick can go up. Really help each other. Difficult.
Never mind. All good.
2-2. Everything lines.
So he's ready. He repositions over at elbow, knowing the wall is up.
That was such a crucial flick to not be affected by that.
Gets this crossfire with him, Sage, and then Hunter.
Wait, he checked.
Elbow, knowing the wall is up from his Sage.
He just lazy checked this. Look. He just lazy checked. Yeah, that's a problem. That is definitely a problem.
Hunter Sick gets this crossfire with him perfectly and swings. Great play in the 2-on-3 from Sentinels.
Didn't Viper die first though, so there's no wall? The wall is active for 3 seconds. Viper is dead here. The Viper wall is still active.
Sick gets this crossfire with him perfectly and swings. Great play in the 2-on-3 from Sentinels right there. And that, the positioning at screen stand gives you some insight to Sentinel's mindset. They don't want to let the retake wall come into play.
Imagine if he's checked and you said, and he died from side. Why would he die from side? What are we talking about? Look at the angles. How can he die from side if he's going here? Where is a player that should kill him from side? From side? Here? From the angle he already checked? Like, there's no way he dies. He already checked it. He went from entire rafters, checked that there's no one here, checked rafters, under rafters, and goes into a location where there's no angle for him to be hurt from sight.
They want to play ahead of that.
And I love this Ice Orb as well. It's very important to allow them to win control here. But Tens is pulled out the daggers, actually, looking to see if he can find something. Oh, the war. On top of the wall there, looking over the smoke, seeing what they can find. There's the dash from Tens. Updraft spot.
Well, that's a little bit disjointed.
He gets taken down by Scream backside. Is there any answer to Scream backside?
Damn, Scream gets 2 kills here? What the fuck?
Well, they're taking down his support, but now they're going to take down Scream. He is destroying this push single-handedly. Almost fine. Out comes the classic Scream to finish it off there. Trying to find the vibe.
Oh my god, imagine him killing that person.
And he's found him, but Dapper.
He didn't have to, though. Never crouch against the sheriff. Shazam. Never crouch against the sheriff. Shazam. Never. That's a very good. This is a prime example of why you should never crouch against the sheriff.
Oh, what a shot. Now it's down to Dapper, but straight into the Sheriff of Link as well.
Jesus Christ, man. I need to see that double kill from Scream.
Crazy round. Very fast pace from Sentinels, but Liquid handled it very well.
Actually wild. Scream in the perfect spot with the perfect agent to catch Tens in the Blade Storm. Completely unaware right here. Gets the overheal back to...
No one checked the backside. It's pretty awkward by Tens, right? That he just jumps on it. He could have used the updraft to check backside.
50, and he used...
Oh, they line up. They literally perfectly line up. Oh, that's unlucky for Sick.
It to perfection.
Or one could say, Zoms, why do you line up with Sick perfectly, man? What the fuck?
Dear God. The lineup is so crazy. Well, the operators come out in Tens now, going into round 6.
Ooh, damn, this is a heavy mid setup here from Liquid. This is a little different. No extremity aggression.
Not much for Tens early in the rounds.
Damn, I envy people with high sensitivity, man. I envy people with high sensitivity. Being able to flick so fast from the flash.
Here. Can see he's calling out where he expects one player to be. See Screams, of course, on the other side.
They're
As
aware,
it there to get across.
They're aware that Link is by this A site. He flashed early in the round. And he also broke the Trailblazer. And right now, Sentinels has to assume, you know, he is baiting for another player in this area.
Oh, that's...
Oh, the flash could come any second, and Tens knows that. He has to get away.
Oh, it's pretty damn close.
Comes up. Scream aggresses. Navera has rotated.
Oh, Scream just went super aggressive. Oh my god, that was pretty risky.
They have hit.
Holy crap, but I have no control of them. Oh my. Look at Liquid right now. They lost the entire map control even though Sentinels didn't do anything. Look. Dude, no, not even that. What the fuck? Okay. Yellow is Liquid's control. This is current control of Liquid. That is not a lot. That is not a lot, man. That is really not a lot. That's a big problem for Liquid in this situation. Sentinels don't know Heaven is empty, how they lost control. It doesn't matter if Sentinels know or not. It's about how much information you have as a team. Like, you have no clue if someone is lurking inside vents or if someone can lurk inside Heaven B. Like, you have no clue about that. You have no clue if someone lurked on backside B as well because of the wall. Like, there's so many things that you don't know what, like, can be a factor for you. And because of that, you're gonna have to re-aggress and get the map control. This is why you see an example right now. Look, Yampi is peeking through the wall to check backside. See this? And now they're gonna have to re-aggress and retake control of Heaven B. And they have to do that. So the thing is, they will not push into Heaven. They will not push into A. So they leave A open. Link is on his own. Right now, Link is fucked. The only way Link can be useful this round is to get 2 kills. He gets 1, still bad. He gets 2, it's great. He gets 0, it's terrible. But he is stuck here. He is literally pinned and he cannot move. And Nivera has to play from this side, so they play retake on A with 4 players, essentially. While they need to get control on B, on Heaven B, otherwise they're not able to play anything here. They would have, if they not regain control of Heaven B, they need to play retake. And that means that Raze has to go back to CT, and the B player is currently fucked. So he needs to play backside B safe, or he plays B main while with face checking and he just hides here and then prays that no one is coming there to check him, and he gets 2 for 1 at least.
A lot of control and position, and the contact in is devastating right now for Team Liquid.
This is the defensive wall to regain a little bit control on mid and Heaven B. Because of that, so it allows to check more corners for Scream and Soulcast. But the thing is, it's already too late. They're already going A. So this is a little bit unlucky timing.
I saw the slow coming through, and now they're going to try to...
Yeah, and Link now has to get 2 kills.
Roll onto Link. How much damage can Link do?
Nivera gets 1 through a smoke on Tens, just randomly. Okay, well, that's lucky.
Stuck in the gravity well, still alive though.
Link is still alive for some reason, and he's still buying time, which is fantastic because the rotation is already happening. But for some reason, Yampi is still on B side in trash.
To the side, to the back screen.
He gets 1. It's already decent. He's still buying time.
He's going to take down 1. Isolating.
What the fuck? How does he get 2 here?
That's so much damage at the back of the side. There's nothing.
Okay, but I don't understand why is Yampi still on B side. They have this spike on this side. Why is it still here? He should be running right here.
Sentinels, they've got no time. The spike's down on the ground, and Shazam's in a near impossible position. Dapper can't hold the ground to allow Shazam to do anything. No bullets.
Link is just...
And Team Liquid,
I don't know.
and it comes to
Link is built different.
like an absolute beast.
Like an animal. He is just locking down the sites he plays. He is worth his weight in gold for this team. And this is a strat that, in my eyes, is a...
Oh, there's no smoke.
Sentinels. You know, they're
Suniver just gets a free kill.
things that happen, right? They're trying to bait that
Okay.
round aggression and be right behind it. This is an anti-strat through and through. And they had everything they wanted, right? They even slowed the elbow peak so Link couldn't capitalize. They did everything. And Link still came up big.
Do you cheer for SEN today? I cheer for good Valorant. I don't really care which team plays well. I just want to see good matches.
Yeah, that's really tough. We have a lot of balls available right now, but it is a safe round from Sentinels. Oh, able to actually trade onto Scream. Paint shells will prevent Smail from being taken.
That's not good for Liquid.
Now, 5 versus right now, but it is a
Round after hurts as like the Sentinels in-game leader. How do you call around after that?
yeah, it's really tough.
Well, he released himself too late. Sorry, too early. Oh, he's mad at himself. Look at Scream. Look at Scream. He even took the headphones off. He's mad at himself. He knows that he went out of the dismiss way too early, and he should have played way safer.
Trade onto Scream. Paint shells will prevent Smail from being taken.
I mean, big stakes in this match, man. Big stakes. So he's pretty mad at himself. That is so important that he doesn't die. If Nivera dies here, they most likely lose the entire round.
The wall is over here at G, and the secrets as well. And so much being invested onto this save round for Sentinels.
Here the reload. Are they going to push him all together, all three together? Beyond the nebula, and there's nothing for Yappy to find.
Oh!
Here comes Shazam with a vengeance. And there's not a lot left here now for Team Liquid. They are getting blown up by this this eco round.
So
There is a rolling thunder.
I would definitely say, I don't think they win this, right? Yeah, they're gonna save.
They're debating on going for it right now, Dan, but
Oh, are they?
looks like they're going to take these guns into the next round.
Actually go
This is a
stairs.
very hard retake at this point. A 2-on-4 in this eco round. But by no means did
No, I'm just gonna save the gun.
not put everything they had with those eco guns into it. They had 2 ults wasted here. Man, what a round.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
The thrifty and...
So one thing I really don't understand from Liquid here is that once they lose Scream, right? Once they lose Scream, they know it's 4v4 and the opponents still don't have guns. They didn't take anything. I don't really understand why Liquid is just playing for ego peaks. Why is just Liquid just kind of holding like everyone alone? Like the call should be go back, let them plant, play retake. We have Link with ultimate, with full util. That's the easiest round if they just go with that. Like, that's 100% round when you call a retake round. 100%.
Onto the save round for
Liquid. I can't imagine.
not. They had 2 ults wasted here. Man, what a round.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
The thrifty and the sick. He's definitely having fun here. We'll go down.
Hmm?
Yeah. That's what 10's actually.
Wait, what?
The sick. He's definitely having fun here. We'll go down.
Just because the sick teabagging he died and lost 3k? What the hell?
He's definitely having fun here. The thrifty
And Tens dies as well. What? I mean, Tens didn't have much. Didn't have anything apart from the sheriff, so it's like whatever. But sick dies and loses 3k. You're right. Yeah, that's pretty awkward, not gonna lie.
Just beautiful top created breach.
on the A main position. They're going for aggressive A main.
Viper wall on mid this round.
Early fault line from
And ult on B side. So I'm a big fan of the Fnatic setup with mid, ultimate, and Killjoy. But, you know, Liquid doesn't play Killjoy, so they can do that. There's no way they just go through that, right? Nah.
Oh man, but Sentinels is already through V Heaven, Dan. This is the perfect read.
Yeah, I don't like that.
How much damage can they do with it?
And Nivera just... What the fuck? How is Nivera out in the open and just dies? That's a massive... Wait, that... Why is no one playing mid?
Early fault line from Breach. There's those paint shells. They instantly clear it. Viper ult at B. Oh man, but Sentinels is already through V Heaven, Dan. This is the perfect read.
I don't know if there's something that Liquid used in the past and just Sentinels just read them like an open book. But it's definitely a problem that Nivera just gets fucked by the lack of map control.
What is the perfect read? How much damage can he do with it?
Like, what the hell?
Trying to get over the top. He's got a showstopper. He's going for it. He's going to find damage, but not the kills. Tense escapes with the updraft, and Soulcast will work on that wall. The Cloudburst goes down to slow him, and in the meantime, the rest of Sentinels, they've got to get this site control, and they will. And it's on the retake here now for Team Liquid. They've got the Rolling Thunder ready to go, but it might not get to the site, actually stuck in sewers, and might get cut off here.
That is really awkward.
He's gonna find this.
There's no contingency plan. They have no Killjoy, they have no Cypher. So they essentially just gambled the Viper on site. Well, it doesn't matter because they fucking are gods at retaking. What the fuck? What the hell? That's just Link. That's just Link, my friends. Even though he might not get the kills, but this round is won by Link. 100%. Look at the position right now. Link is mid. He meets a player in China, but he doesn't go for the fight. He knows that he is instrumental for this retake. He could have fight Shazam and maybe died. Doesn't matter, right? He goes. He leaves him alone. This is such a crucial decision making. That is absolutely phenomenal. And most people will not understand this while watching those games. They're gonna go, oh, Soulcast got a double kill here. Oh, Scream just got a kill as well. That's not what wins this round. It's the decision making by Link that wins this round. Because they fucked over Nivera at the beginning of the round. And Lynx redeems this entire round by his utility and decision making on mid. Look, they're waiting for him. They will use this cosmic divide to their own let's say decision making, because they can go on site faster. And look, this entire ult gets 2 players backside, so this is like 3 kills. Aftershock divides the B main, so they get another kill backside. So that's already 2 dead. They know that Shazam was mid. They don't know about Viper. They don't know about Astra, but they're not on site. That means that are B main and mid, right? So now Link is holding Heaven. He gets in for about 2 players, right? He gives in for about 2 players on Heaven because of that. Soulcast gets a kill for the smoke while he peeked before the smoke was active. And now essentially, that's it. They use the cosmic divide that was used by attackers to their own that's it.
Oh, Sentinels with that double flank, it backfires.
What an incredible retake from Liquid right there. The Rolling Thunder. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the lack of hair, it keeps his he has very good cooling in his head right now, so his CPU doesn't overheat from all this thinking, man.
No man's land.
Yeah. But the awareness on Link to just
that's it.
Shazam on
Oh shit.
flank.
Look.
He couldn't have known Dapper was there as well. He just
see what Sean is talking about?
Booked it.
Literally about that, what I just explained as well.
Obliterated those players on the B side.
That's a well-earned 5-3 scoreline here. However, Sentinels with certainly weapons here. We've got a couple of Spectres, Guardian, Phantoms.
Yeah, advantage. Sorry, I lost that word.
Shazam lurking by this A site. He might be looking across this Viper wall. The rest of the players in mid. Everyone's actively looking for this fight in mid. Sentinels has had so much success in middle.
Oh, you can see as well, Liquid are cautious. They know that they don't want to get pulled away into mid and then get pounced on through B main as they have before. Yappy clearing B main.
That really, this round is one of those rounds that Liquid should have lost.
Yeah, and this is again the lack of that.
Just because of the lack of map control and Nivera getting fucked by that.
Nivera has rotated off of spawn towards B. He's kind of playing floaty, Dan. He could get caught.
Might get some guiding lights over into the side here. Nivera will get caught. Big catch from Dapper. And now
There's no way he gets 3 kills, right? Yeah, that's too much. Even for Link.
Sentinels, great movement, and as you say,
but again, they just don't have map control, right? They just have no map control. Look. People just coming in free real estate. Nivera has no idea what's going on. They have no control over mid. They have no control over vents. They have no control over Heaven B, Heaven A. Is literally losing a round just because of that. I really don't understand this. Like, this is something that I have no answer for, because they committed to a Viper's AWP on mid and then they just sacrifice it, and they, without having like comms from inside of the team, I have absolutely no idea why is this being played like this.
Yeah, that's the in-game leader mentality right there, right? Just I can't go for this kill. I need to save this gun into the next round.
And there we have it. You know, again, so many questions as to.
The thing is, even if you don't play a Cypher or Killjoy, you can still control the map. You just can't play like this. If you play no Sentinel, no Killjoy, no Cypher, right? Then you cannot play 2 players on a side, because then you lose map control. That's about it. If you play 2 players on backside, there's no way you will have map control, because you sacrifice 2 players for nothing, right? They don't see anything. Link is playing from elbow, so he doesn't control anything, and Scream is playing from behind billboard. So, okay. You play 3 versus 5. No wonder you have no map control. So, Liquid just doesn't adjust to how they should play if they have no Killjoy or Cypher on defense.
Right now, Sentinels looking pretty strong and looking for these saving players. They'll find one. How much more do they want to commit to this, though?
This is where Reyna can replace with a better agent.
So I can't imagine
yes.
they want to commit too much more, but they're all going for
this is why you should play in the next patch. Reyna, you should play Chamber instead of Reyna if you really want something that allows you to fight as well.
Sentinels came into this map with a pocket full of.
I believe Link is the most underrated player. I don't know if the most, but he's definitely underrated by the community.
Not a Sentinels style play on a gun round. They like to spread out the map, force rotations around, kind of work a default, end up clearing Heaven, swing all over the map. That was very. We know exactly how we're pulling you around the map right now. We're lurking up through ropes, and we're going to find the perfect pocket to enter this A site. It's perfect leading right now coming out of Sentinels.
And Sentinels actually take a timeout. Interesting.
There's actually a lot of pressure on Scream because of that. Like, they play bad composition because Scream plays Reyna, so Scream has a lot of pressure on himself to perform, because otherwise they lose because of that. It's terrible position to be in as a player, unless he doesn't mind. But there's so much pressure on Scream right now to perform. It's absolutely insane.
Now Sentinels has the res on deck, Dan, so they might just be down to brawl. Good play.
They may lure them in.
Major criticism towards Sentinels? I mean, I'm saying everything that I see. So.
Sentinels want it, and they might
Dapper's
just
so aggressive at B right now.
They're trying to bait them in, lure them in, and play the retake battle.
Dapper's through B.
Oh my god, Dapper, you mad lad, straight forward. Can he take down Yappy? Yes! And he's got the poison orb down there as well. What can Liquid do to answer against this? Dapper has that backside control, and Spike needs to make his way.
Jesus Christ. They go just 1 by 1.
He's actually done it. 3 kills. Unbelievable performance.
Link had to go because Solkas went, but Solkas didn't have to go because no one else was there.
Scream finds a headshot, takes down Dapper.
So awkward, man.
But the brothers have to find the 2 versus 5.
That is so awkward.
They're gonna have to win a 2-on-6 to win this round, Dan. And they're good. They're real good. But that's a lot to ask of these brothers.
That is so much to ask, and I can't believe that we end up getting just the crazy lurk from Dapper. Just walks into the B side. I mean, the tells were there. When he sees that breach flash,
Yeah.
he knows what's going on. He understands how to read the setup.
Really love your insights. Greetings from Colombia. Thank you, CLS. Welcome to the channel, my friend.
It was so fast. He was immediately, you know, walking in a straight line towards that B lurk.
Yes.
You rarely
That's so
see that
awkward,
in
man.
these games.
And it's so great to see. You know,
Would just commit.
Honestly, judging by the way that currently Liquid is playing, I would say that this is a map won by Sentinels, but we know that Liquid won it, so I wonder what happened on attack for Liquid.
This is a pots and pans type of buy, Dan. Everything is into this buy right now for Liquid. If they lose
Solkas has
this round, they're looking at
showstopper
a buy.
and a judge. So this is a fake mid control. But it doesn't give them any kind of information on A. So those players on A are going blind.
mid, actually.
And Shaz is alone, Dan. So he knows now.
And he destroyed both Seekers.
There's a judge in ropes. There's someone in mail. But it's all a bait.
Still gets him.
Yeah, it is all the bait, and they're trying to run it into the site right now. They do lose Dapper. That's the Viper's pick.
Yeah, I don't know about this fake, man.
So
They
no
got
one's
the
hit.
plant.
Oh, the wall, though.
That's a fantastic off angle.
Almost picks
And it's for 40 seconds. For 35 seconds from now. So this wall for SIG is available for the entire retake. You also think Tens is underperforming with Jet and Split? I don't think he's underperforming. The team is just not playing together.
Full peak. Now, Sick looking to kind of have that crosshair placement advantage against his opponents. You may not expect it unless they heard the wall.
So they have two judges, Solkas and Link. Solkas has only one satchel. But the only way of playing this retake, they're waiting for some utility to be recalled. I'm not certain what. Might be the fourth line from Link, or might be Yampi's stars, and then they will go with that. Most likely a judge jump. Dan Clips, so much for the 500 bits. How was the weekend? All good. Spent some time with the family. Streamed Century Age of Ashes on Saturday, sponsored stream. And actually a pretty cool game. You can type in exclamation Century if you want a cool shooter while riding a dragon. It's actually pretty cool and has fantastic graphics.
The back of the site.
So,
Liquid looking to set up.
okay. Boombot being used. Are there any stars being recalled?
Two judges.
No, there are already stars being there. So Scream is using one Nelir. Okay. That's important. They get a little bit of info. The Viper, maybe they waited for the fuel for the Viper. I think that's the reason. I think that's the reason.
Close around the elbow position.
That's the satchel with... No, wait, no satchel.
He'll go first. And they'll
There's the satchel. Oh shit. Nice freeze frame. Is Tan's dead?
all try to stream through that.
He is. Very well played by Solkas. He actually kept that satchel. That's very important. I would probably have used it from CT already and fucked myself over because I wouldn't be able to jump over that wall. Solkas kept it. Very good decision making.
That back position, and the concussion
Link
comes through.
gets
That's
a
brilliant.
kill on
Sick
ramp
high behind the wall.
and a second one. What a Chad.
And there's another from
What a
Scream.
Chad.
Out the defense on that spike, and Liquid.
They were waiting for that refuel on Viper. Very important, man.
That's how he got close on tens to get that frag.
Sean Garris said about double satchel, but there was actually one. This is even more
Once
impressive.
they got tens, everyone else just fell in succession. What insane retake.
And that pick on Dapper as well. That was the most key
Yes.
player because of the Viper's pit.
That's a good point.
And now with the last round of the first half here, Sean, we get the operator back on tens.
It looks like he's going to take it over here towards B. Scream is here, and when he's played here, he's aggressed, but they've boosted him on the box.
Hmm? Wait, what? Scream after kill used a heal instead of a dismiss? Didn't even realize.
Ropes, there's someone in mail, but it's all a bait.
No, he dismissed. All good. Alright, so what is happening here? Last round on Sentinels. They have Dapper with the ult. Tans is 6 out of 7, but he plays operator on attack. So he probably wants to get one orb anyway. That's about it. Scream has an ultimate. That's about it. Maybe Soulcast or Link could have gone for A control for the orb. I wouldn't mind Link going for that. We'll see.
On the box. And this is
Now they play safe.
We've yet to see Scream play.
Tiger being used first seconds to get control of Heaven B, but there's no follow-up. So this Tiger is meaningless.
Shot out by Solkas yet again. Response with the
Oh, cheeky beaky Reina.
looking up close behind that.
Cheeky beaky Reina. Someone boosted him up, by the way.
Scream popping that Empress. This is the last round, so it could be a fake. It's obviously global sound alerts, so... Ooh, the timing was so close.
Two players in this corner.
Oh, I mean, this is a good bait for Reina.
Will they expect
But I don't think they're gonna bait and get the bait and go into this B side. I don't think there's a reason. And this is... Okay, so... I really dislike the paint shells here. You know why, right? Scream is just waiting here. He needs to get a kill. Like, that's the problem with the Reinas. The only way you can be useful if you're actually getting kills, right? And those paint shells are making sure that no one is pushing Scream when the reality is he needs to get pushed to get value. So right now, this paint shells is detrimental to the idea of the positioning from the players. And that's about it. So this is bad for Scream right now. This paint shell.
They think Scream's backside.
See, because of that, he needs to drop down.
Keep the Empress going. He's gonna
And he gets a kill. Because he's Scream. But because of that paint shell, he had to drop down and re-aggress. This is smart by Scream. This is really smart by Scream. He knows that this paint shell is not beneficial for him. So he needs to create a benefit. Right? And that is super smart by Scream. Let's go again. He knows that his Empress is going off, right? He knows that no one will push now because of the paint shells. Like, no one is pushing this shit, right? But what it happens is that they were close. Let me rewind this a little bit. So they're spamming with the operator from here. Scream knows that, right? So now paint shells are coming in here, so no one is pushing him, and Scream knows that this doesn't really benefit him at all, so he needs to push down and take the advantage of the fact that if someone was close here, he needs to jump away, so there's a high chance he's gonna get an isolated kill, and he drops because of that. That is super nicely done. He also timed the jump down when the explosion was coming, so no one heard that, and that is crucial.
Reset his position. 40 seconds to go. Shazam lurking up male. At the same time, 6 lurked into the A site. And you can see that Liquid realized this. But the spike has to make its way across. Scream finds Shazam lurking around towards B.
Lol.
3 versus 3 now.
30 seconds left.
Ten's coming through with the operator with his teammate, trying to get the spike across the site. Soulcast could break all of this. Oh, the Cloudbursters keep it. Soulcast gets to lurk closer. He gets to lurk closer, takes down Tens, but the spike is
So now one player is aware. Like, one CT, one side. Soulcast has every single position. And now, look at Scream in the middle of the map. He should be running with a knife.
to the site.
And he is. But he's going Suez. That orb was so close.
The showstopper, Dan. He was going for that orb.
Oh, so close, man.
Huge. But Scream now is going to meet up the 2 duelists last remaining.
It's smart by Scream to go through Suez because Sick was predicting that Scream is gonna go from spawn or from heaven. Now they know about 2, so they isolate it. They need to still check it. That Leer was so useful, but Zoms just says no because they don't check it. Like, it's a 50-50. You need to check both angles. So yeah.
Series of 1v1s from Zoms, and the distraction from his teammates, trying to keep Zoms, give him the best chance he could. Beautiful stuff there from both teams. Play such a sick round.
Zoms, it's the same blueprint every map. Quiet, quiet, quiet. Huge clutch right when they need it the most. 6-6 half. We couldn't ask for a better game third map, Dan.
This game could go either way. We're going the distance, and it's time to go back to the test to hear their thoughts.
Thank you so much, DDK. Shot Garrus, he took the words right out of my mouth. You wouldn't want this any other way when you go into halftime on the third and final map of a best of 3.
Oh, yeah, right. I can skip this. This is a VOD.
Just, able to the board.
Team Liquid now.
Okay, what do we have here? So the same attack wall from Team Liquid as Sentinels were doing. Defense wall goes through mid and ramp, which is a little bit detrimental to the defense if they pop it. This is why Dapper is playing on Heaven to make sure that no one's crossing to ramp.
On the attack.
Yeah, Sentinel's getting some early info in mid.
Okay, they wall off B to get a little bit more control because of that.
He's actually kind of just jump spotting over it for some info. See Liquid just spreading out the map. They're going to fight for mid control soon, and that's exactly where Dapper's wall is.
The fuck?
Ooh, Sam is alive.
Ooh, ooh. Tens had a dash, right? He has a dash. After this first headshot, like, I don't know, man. This is a little bit awkward. He overstays his welcome, right? I'm not an expert on jets, but that's like probably one of the most obvious situations where you want to dash away because you didn't kill the guy with 2 bullets or like 3.
Same goes for Scream. These players are low.
So Dapper, wait. Dapper has 1 snake bite, but he has nothing to help him on site. I'm not sure I understand this setup. Because he played for a setup on... Oh, no, never mind. That's the other orb. Alright, fuck it. This is his orb. Very deep. Interesting. That is really interesting. So he kinda... This is smart. So what he achieves here is that by having a very deep smoke that goes out in the open on the site, he incentivizes players to push it and go out here, which then he mollies. So the player goes through the molly. This is actually pretty smart because it's a bad smoke, but he baits people to go through that bad smoke into a molly that they don't see.
Oh! He still takes down Yappy. Yappy was
Well, Scream had 13 HP. Big. Insanely big. Ui.
He's just trying to hold the time, and Zoms drops. He knows the pressure, has to deal with that position, but Link wins the battle again.
Was that necessary?
No! Oh no, Tapper! He's holding down everything by
It's
himself.
4 on 3. Zombs get those 2 kills. The drop from Zombs is really not necessary at all. He just went 1 versus 3. There's no help. The flanks are not coming in.
The time, and Zombs drops. He knows the pressure.
Yeah, they should have left Zombs to sorry, they should have just leave Dapper to die, most likely, and just play retake on side with 3 players.
Has to deal with that position, but Link wins the battle again. Now it's up to Sick.
Okay, well that's a freebie.
Upgrade to the Ghost to 1v2. Here goes Sick, full HP, full armor. Oh, he takes out another Sick! He's looking good for this one as he tries to go forward for the challenge. The heal comes through. He's got time to play the dance.
So I'm not friends with Sick, but I played with him a little bit. And I know also human behavior. And the way that he played this round means that he is so upset that they're losing rounds like this, that he just doesn't give a fuck, and he believes in himself, and he's so confident that he is currently the only player that can rescue his team. That's what his movement tells me. The way he plays, the way he goes in, the way he believes in himself. That's what he thinks in his mind. That's his ego speaking, but that ego is needed in that moment to believe in himself that he can win this round and only alone.
Getting off the gas pedal. He just was not stopping. He was running through those Liquid players.
He knew he was winning that. You just watch him. It's just I've never seen such a confident play in my life. That is crazy.
That is the definition of a battle sage. He's just healing himself running into the site.
But he also gets info about the breach because of Zomps dying. So it's like, at least Zomps did something for the team with that drop, you know?
Oh my gosh. He used the information that Zoms gave him from falling from heaven and everyone else gave him, and he capitalized on it immediately. That is amazing to see. All the player cams from the Sentinels right there. They're feeling it.
Oh, that's a big moment. We were tied 6-6. Now the question is...
I don't want to
Molly works so well if it's just outside the toxic orb. I often see you throw the Molly deeper, but then players don't push the orb or Viper wall. It all depends on the situation, you know? Like, it all depends on the situation and how you play it.
You off. We're going to get the fault line and potentially
like,
a very
the thing is, you want to also pace people. So then you pace, like, you put the smoke up, and then when the smoke is down, you Molly. So you buy time, right? But if you do the Molly outside of the wall, outside of the smoke, then you incentivize people to go through. But then you have, if they don't do that, you don't have the snake bites to stop the pushes, right? When you're out of fuel.
Never came, so they don't need a fault line. It was a trap play.
Oh, they've actually managed to make their way up the A ramp here now. Team Liquid. Sentinels don't have the info just yet. It turns up on the rafters. There's the jump spot, so confirm where Viper is.
Zom has some terrible skin choices, man.
Liquid try to just bum rush the site when the toxins go down. They're not really able to here. It's just they're creeping, they're edging forward though.
Obscuring vision.
Mids.
Sick prodding B main. That's a lot of info, Dan. And this fight's huge for Yombi.
Soul looking like he's very good for this one, and Ten's aware that he might have some support here. Soul cast.
Shorka's got a kill on Shazam? What the fuck? How does he get that? And someone had to be 50 HP then.
He's making a lot of noise. He could fall.
Six got a good deep position in B main though. That is definitely very strong. But Thompson's got a good timing. He's going to be so careful.
What a perfect time. They were looking at him. They were both looking at him and then both turned away. Some small miscommunication or like just reflex play. What the fuck? Link is nuts. What? No, wait, what?
Oh, I don't know if he has time. I don't think he has very close.
Well, that's unlucky. That's really unlucky. That is really unlucky, my friend. That is really unlucky. Literally like 10 milliseconds or something. Literally like 10 milliseconds. Look at the line. It's almost there. It's like literally 10 seconds, 10 milliseconds missing or something like that. Damn.
Oh,
Last player.
he doesn't have time. It's so close.
0.06, I'm pretty sure, was just on the clock.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that was incredibly close.
Insane. Absolutely insane. That's a round of so many timings.
Oh my god, look at this. But Scream should never look at this. Oh no. So, to explain you like basic crossfires, right? Look. Left, right. Crossfires. You set up basic crossfires to have always covered, right? Right now, they're both watching this angle, but once Nivera swaps to the left side to check rafters, Scream should still be holding the right side. This is so important, but he doesn't do that. Like, look. The moment it's the most needed, when Nivera swaps to the left, Scream also swaps to the left. And that's the reason why Zoms gets the perfect position. Imagine if Scream still holds this. There's a high chance they win this round. If Scream... The fuck? If Scream still holds that angle, there's a very high chance they actually win this round. If Scream gets the one tap, because we all know he's capable of that.
On that peak. Oh my gosh. I have never seen a plant get so
Like,
close.
think about it this way. Person on the left looks right. Person on the right looks left. And it applies to 99% of the situations in game. Always the person on the right clears left, the person on the left clears right. The person on the right clears left, the person on the left clears right. So it sets up a crossfire.
Link, just no reaction
Brutal.
though on the face cam,
Right
just
there.
no response.
Brutal. Default line coming in for Male. Liquid gonna fake some mid control. This is actually just a spread out default. Paint shelling over by B, regrouping mid.
They forced off the wall.
But wait. So this is essentially a force by Sentinels. They lost so much on the previous round that now they're playing with 4 Spectres and 1 Vandal and only cash for 2 guns next round. So this is like pivotal round for Sentinels, because if they lose this one, it's most likely gonna be 8-8. But if they win this one, it's most likely gonna be just 6-10. It's the most pivotal of the rounds.
Brutal.
On the face cam, just no response.
Brutal. Default line coming in for Male.
Never worth to save a pistol hackle show. That's just like Golden said.
This is actually just a spread out default. Paint shelling over by B, regrouping mid.
They forced off the wall immediately though.
Yes.
Sick had to respect the util.
But look at this out of Sentinels, Dan. 3 players here. Unlike Liquid on defense, Sentinels is not going to give this up for free.
Yeah, I like the Sentinel, like the way they play here. They,
Into a heaven.
Oh, yeah.
but okay, so okay, I don't like it perfectly, but so they will be so Sig repositions, and they play to fight for mid. But the problem is this is not being controlled. There's a one-way setup by Dapper, I think. No. Is Dapper having a one-way or is he having an orb here? Shit, I don't know. But they lost Heaven A control. They can get flanked through vents.
Position.
I don't know, this is pretty awkward.
Exactly where he was taken down last round.
The question is, how do they activate that lurk? Scream, Soulcast, they're all looking for the headshots here. The mid challenge. Look at we have the explosion here. After the ice orb go, they're going to try to go for the take here, surely, but they're stuck in the nebula. They don't want to push.
I don't know, Dapper is playing in a very bad spot for himself. He's playing elbow and he can get crunched. It's like he's in a very similar position where Link was playing, but Link was playing Breach, and he has the utility to kind of bail himself out. Viper doesn't have that util. And yeah, and this is the result. This is, you guys remember how Nivera died? Mirror image of how Nivera was dying here. Mirror image. Both of those teams have super huge issues while playing on defense and maintaining control. Like, I don't understand why both of those teams, they don't adjust the map control to the fact that they're not playing Killjoy or Cypher. I don't get it. It's really fucking awkward. They just give free frags because of that. And that's okay, so we have an answer. That smoke was from Nivera. So they buy the time. Dapper is trapped on A side. They know that Dapper is playing on A side. They know that they have Heaven A control already. Yampi is holding that. Because of that, they can just go for free onto Heaven A and control it, and then also just lurk through mid if necessary. They gain so much map control in that moment where Shazam dies, and they gain info on the positioning of Dapper that is invaluable to the game plan.
Wait, Liquid's going Heaven. Are they gonna head to B?
Oh, you know what? If they make that read,
yeah,
that'll be huge.
Very well done. They don't need to go on A side. They go anyway, but they don't need to. And they just isolate case. Look, and Zomps is just, they know about him, and he's, oh my god.
Drop into the site, Liquid.
What the fuck?
Oh, Oh, Dapper though, even though he's concussed, picks up another one. Working that.
Well, Solkas is a little bit late. That is not good. But it was meant to be planned for him. It was actually too close to comfort. They wanted to play for Solkas, but they were already close. Could have ended really badly. I feel like Sentinels like made the best out of the very bad outcome, and Liquid almost threw it.
That was a
But still, like this free kill, this should never happen.
Not because they did something magical as far as their synergies with all their abilities and their space. It's just not falling into any of those mid traps. It would have been so easy to work up mid and take one of those fights, or overextend into a.
You're gonna enjoy the VOD of Envy versus Ascend. They're playing so well.
And they didn't. They remained very.
All right.
And then they
looking forward to.
Lurk makes a play.
Yeah. Very well put.
Look at this. That's a smoke molly for A ramp.
Oh, and Sentinels, yeah, they're just on the pistols, actually. See what they're able to do with those.
Smart from Liquid to not try to go for hero plays right now. They're just gathering up, playing the bodies for the advantage. Just go in, have human advantage in numbers, and just go in. Okay, they know Zombs is here. Solkas is 7 out of 8 now. Sorry, 7 out of 8. So next round he's gonna have ultimate.
It's scary though, as you say.
Is all over this game. This is very scary for Liquid.
So it is scary, but the reality is Liquid has full util. They don't worry about a stack here because they have every advantage possible apart from the full stack. I mean, it's not even full stack. It's 4 players here, right? But they have better guns. They have full util. And they can go with that. So let's see. Yeah, dude. I like this. I like this play by Liquid. Never crouch against the sheriff, my friend. Let's pay attention. Let's pay close attention. Why is Scream dying to a sheriff? Because he's standing still. And crouching as well. It's literally it. That's the only reason he dies here. If he keeps on moving, he never dies.
Bursting out of spawn! He gets another! And the spike is down on the ground, and Dapper, he's the man of the rotation through spawn. He's gonna hear the plant going down here for it.
Just got back from work. What are your thoughts on Sentinels play in this match? Both of those teams have very similar problems. Like, they play for personal prowess and not for team play that much. Specifically on defense. They both have better attack side because that relies more on personal prowess than defense. And on defense, they have problem with map control. A lot.
Not getting map control, Dan. Not having any information around the map. Liquid headed blindly into the stack. And I think if it wasn't for that excellent fault line coming out of...
But shout out to Solkas. That double satchel on top of the box is great.
That was so close. Yeah, totally. That was a really marginal situation, but by both teams, but a massive ultimate disparity in favor of Liquid.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Viper Wall's up at A. They're aggressively peeking this ramp, and this is the ult that will bleed.
Okay, wow. I think this is the first time I actually see someone on pro level use this ultimate because it's very obvious what you want to do with it. It's very obvious what you want to do with it. This is the first time I actually see someone using it on a pro level like this. On tier 1, I mean. Because this is a very old Viper ult that allows you to like sneak through it onto the backside, but it's so known that it just almost never works. But the thing is, he also used the standard wall on Heaven, which covers ramp and so on. So it denies a lot of informations for Sentinels. So let's see how they will play with that. Like, because of that and the lack of like awareness coming from Sentinels on general map control, I feel like just because this ult is being used, Sentinels have to forego A.
Plant that seed of doubt
You
in
know?
Dapper's mind this entire
Like, they cannot play on A
round.
side, but
It's a
Sick is
massive
like, what the
mind
hell
game
is
right
Sick
now
doing,
for
man?
these Vipers.
Yeah, how do you deal with this?
So they know where the Viper is now. What the hell? They know that the Viper didn't go on site because of that.
We'll have an accompaniment as it moves through spawn to
Woo.
gather back towards A after showing presence towards the B side of the map.
That was pretty ballsy, not
This is
gonna
so
lie.
difficult to deal with if you're Sentinels. Especially so many ults behind this.
Yes, and you have Astra over here lurking the B lobby, Dan. Yampi has these
And they have Link with the
he can be
ult.
activated at any moment.
Oh, wow. What is gonna happen? Okay, okay, okay. Smoke, push, pull. But they didn't do anything with it. What the fuck? Okay, side is being ulted. Dapper in the elbow is like very dead. Never mind. No, he gets two. He didn't expect Dapper to be an elbow.
He's running through.
Yeah, Dapper's gonna be able to take down one. He gets a third one as well. How has he managed to take out so many players? And
What the
catch from Zoms.
fuck?
Third one is
Counter ult in the
How is he still alive? What the?
Looking for the entries. Finds the mark. Sick gets taken down. Oh, that's so good from
Dapper with the counter
Soulcast.
ult in the site, Dan.
Jesus. And he's stunned as well. Link was stunned as well. Lul. What a confidence play by Dapper.
Coming out just enormous with that play.
Oh my goodness. We said there would be some Viper mind games. That
How do they know Viper isn't on site yet?
wild. The Vipers have
Because she used the snake bite in the ultimate.
used again in this round. But this play from Dapper is next.
Sick was even pinging from where?
Just like Nevere did on
Yes,
Breeze.
yes.
Scales in so fast with it.
Oh man, it's exactly the same way. It's
Oh, Dapper wasn't stunned. That was Link being stunned. Oh shit.
That Breeze play, just like you said. That's such an enormous round to win.
That's unlucky for Liquid.
Look at this 3 rifles on the board scream with the Sheriff.
Link wanted to catch him, but he went into his own stun.
Last round, Sean.
Eesh.
Oh dear. They're lurking into B-Tan. They're taking this fight dry.
They're going to be able to find
Lul.
him here. They're going to get right beyond the wall into the site deep.
Lul.
And
This is the spike
Zoms.
too. Dan, this is the spike.
Zoms doesn't
Now they need to make some noise. Oh no, they know about
That's
him.
big information, but which way does he
It
look?
could be B main.
Yeah,
He doesn't know.
Yeah, but I...
might have a sense of this, and we'll have to see. Zoms going to be wrapping his way around. He's
Wait, what? What happened in mid?
oh,
Tense is behind the box.
that's big information, but which way does he
It
look?
could be B main.
Yeah,
He doesn't know.
He just missed his dash. He just literally missed the wall.
might have a sense of this, and we'll have to see. Zoms going to be wrapping his way around.
Well, that's a big problem.
He's gotta have-
And now because of that, Zomps is very afraid. Because Sick has to leave him. Sorry, Shazam has to leave him on B. But they know that someone can be B back and B main.
He's playing it very safe. He looks like he has an inkling.
Yeah, and if you notice, Link is actually playing.
If I'm only the box, yeah, but that doesn't matter.
Liquids are
Like, he
very
missed
ready for
the dash.
collapse.
Zoms needs help. He needs help desperately. Dapper's going to take down
Dapper killing China is insanely big.
Soulcast towards mid, but
They've caught Smith. They know it's B.
oh yeah, and he's got the info now. And they do have
Tans
all
gets
the
res.
forward
They
here
get
as
2
well. They
kills.
want to use them, but in fact, Shazam will get taken out there. And Scream resets there with the dismiss. Can he keep himself alive for more? As he tries to hold this by the pillar. Link takes down Zoms. Needs to
Yeah.
hold it, but Tans
Was tough. But they
comes
got...
through with the blade storm to
But they
finish
got
the job.
the ult
And
from
we've got
Sick.
Sentinels picking up
And that's
another round,
probably
and
worth
Sean,
anyway.
just keep thinking back to that previous round where we had 4 ults expended by Liquid,
Yes.
and we had that clutch from Dapper. I feel like now Sentinels have all the momentum.
He didn't miss, he got
Absolutely.
pulled.
The momentum has shifted this.
I feel like now just dismiss.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, and he's got to have. That's big information, but which way does he
It
look?
could be B main.
Yeah,
He doesn't know.
There's not a single star on mid. He literally missed. There's one in vents.
Oh, that's big information, but which way does
That
he look?
doesn't really affect him.
He doesn't know.
Actually, it does affect him a little bit. I think. I'm not certain. Wait. It's actually not... It's not a... It's not a... what is it called? It's not a Viper. It's just the pull. But the pull is pulling him towards vents, so he misses anyway. Even if he gets, like, pulled here, he could just dash in that direction without a strafe key. Shit happens. How is Liquid winning this? Have to be some massive throws going on.
But this time Sentinels is giving a lot more passive of a look.
Yeah, Sick actually playing A. He drops his wall on A main as well at the beginning, and that switches that position. Has tens, supporting the.
No, he never didn't molly him. He was debuffed by the gravity well.
B players,
but still, like, he side dashed, so he missed because of the side dash. He could have just aimed in that direction, just dash there.
Almost insinuating they're going to do an A fake with a fault line at ramp and Raze going in. But the Seekers are online, but Shaz has popped them a little early.
Interesting.
That's not going to give them the info they want.
And that's not a lot of work.
Focus is going to take ramp control any second now, Dan.
It's very awkward.
Covering it.
That is actually very awkward ult. Didn't do anything.
Have second thoughts. He's actually going through spawn now. They're regrouping. They're going to go with this B play again.
I mean, he had very limited information of what to do, but he did have his Tiger, right? No, no Tiger. Okay.
For Team Liquid to get the plant in.
Oh. Well, that I guess that happens. Oh, wow. Okay, it's 2 for 2. But Shazam with only the 10 HP, yeah. But the spike is on mid. What the fuck? 17 seconds? What the fuck? If Sick gets the kill here, Sentinels win. That's it. That's it. If Sick gets the kill here, he wins the entire round by himself.
But Navarro's got the shot. And how does Dapper play off the information? They're going back for the spike. Can he hold this? The spray is not good. Solkas takes down Dapper. Oh, that was the moment.
Wait. Couldn't he play safe?
Oh, Sick might have a timing. He is 3 going up. He's got the timing. But Navarro's got the shot. And how does Dapper play off the information?
10 seconds. And they check him.
Back for the spike. Can he hold this?
I feel like if he would have hide, they would have just won by default. Right? Just hide and you win by default. It's very, very close. But the call is still probably to try to hide.
Takes down Dapper. Oh, that was the moment.
They would have heard Dapper? No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. He had a lot of time to hide.
The rope into B heaven, past Sick, into Dapper, past his wall. Liquid clawed
Interesting.
out that round. They absolutely needed that. 9-10. The game's going back and forth.
It is. It only seems fair that they win a clutch like that after some of the ones that they've been
absolutely
put
Dan,
to
look
by
at this
Sentinels.
setup from Liquid early round. We are definitely.
That's what would have been the match most likely. If they would lose this round, I feel like that's the match and just Sentinels just wins straight out. Look at the cash. I would have been on an eco right now. 100, dude, it's nuts. It's unbelievable how close this match was to going Sentinels' favor.
They're definitely going fast B, and this is where Tens is offing. He has not offed here once all game.
Didn't see the bomb, of course he's seen it.
Oh, and he hits it.
He even pinked it. That's the reason why he stayed on mid.
Absolutely huge shot. Here comes the fault line. There goes Solkas satcheling his backside.
Oh, wow. Oh, Tens is like, there's no way he can play there.
Zomb's going down quickly afterwards, but the follow-up's coming through. Oh, Tens, don't you dare. You can't do it like this. Won't get an opportunity.
Nice try.
Solkas falls back and away, and Sentinels regroup.
Oh, but Sick already dead. Oh, shit. Well, that's a rip. They need to save guns, right? They need to save guns, right? No, what I'm talking about, it's 3 versus 3. Scratch what I said. There's no saving guns here. You need to play to win.
Dapper creating some
Fuck it, I'm stupid. Don't listen to me.
Will that allow
I thought there's more people alive from Liquid.
push? Well, Solkas says no. The defense is looking quite good.
Yeah, but why is Tens not going first?
Allow a push.
He has 2 smokes and an operator. That operator is meaningless.
Well, Solkas says no. The defense is looking quite good here from Team Liquid. Looking so strong, Team Liquid. Every frag unanswered. 10 to 10. We're all tied up here between these two titans. And as you said, Sean, it's just impossible at this point to predict
It really
who's going
is.
where, what's going to happen with these guys.
Yeah, the second one of these teams, looks to take the lead in this game and run away with things, the other one answers back in spades just so quickly with an insane execute coming out of Liquid. We've only seen all these dry takes. This one looked so polished, and they did it without a player. Scream falling.
No, it's not Mr.
That was
Beast.
such a
Oh,
good retake.
and both of those teams play in separate rooms anyway.
Busting out the execs.
Yeah, we've got that Rolling Thunder
Oh,
that is
dear.
available.
Yep.
It's going to be scary here. Dapper's close.
I was split.
It's a save. from Solskjaer.
Oh, he gets a tag, actually.
It's not a clean match, that's for sure.
Okay, they've actually stopped this, but of course, Liquid get rid of some of that early util. They're going to rotate as 5. Now, the thing is, they have no presence on the map, so
Yes.
that does slow them down even more because they have to ask questions. Did Sentinels push certain positions?
Yeah, they have to check every single
It's
angle.
definitely a weird spot Liquid finds himself in, right? Because they have no idea if there's a player in market, down mid, in sewers, push B main. There could be people anywhere around this zone. Unlucky for Sentinels, they have yet to
They
get
actually
information
split
that
and
is
left
making
Yampi
them
on A side. I'm not sure if I like that, especially since Solkas is only 45 HP.
sick of him peeled off the
I don't know.
outside.
I don't know about that.
It's
I feel like I would love to have 5 people together,
player B stack. We've seen this.
but we'll see.
Now the question is, can Sentinels
And he
capitalize
sets up stars on B,
fortunate position
so it's
that they find themselves
pretty,
in? Liquid also
like,
not leaving themselves with
awkward right now. This is telegraphed, right? This is it's either a telegraph.
That's a cosmic divide.
but
He could actually use this
What? What is happening right here? I'm so lost. Yampi just
and really,
wandered
really make things difficult.
on A side. There's 20 seconds left. Okay. So because of the only 20 seconds left and the low HP on Solkas and also the fact that Yampi doesn't play with them, Link has to use this ultimate to try to guarantee this round. It's so important. And they don't have advantages right now. Even though the opponents are playing with pistols, Liquid doesn't feel that they have an advantage because of the low HP of Solkas and the fact that Yampi is somewhere else on the map.
There goes the Rolling Thunder. There's a flash to try to counter it. Now can they make their way forward? Can they make their way in? Screen with the first entry. Nice
And good luck, my
from the
friends.
rest of Team Liquid. It's a fragger piece, but just Sam comes in with a quick double, but still, it's not nearly enough there to stop them. Liquid, they take a lead, 11 to 10. But there's not many rounds left in this one, and these guys are going round by round.
Yes, they're going round by round. This is a big one, though, for Sentinels, Dan, because if they lose this one, Liquid sitting on...
You want to review a game Gambit versus Vikings over as many times? I don't know.
Sentinels knows that.
Right now, no.
Time out here. They're going to think about how they're going to approach this round. They have a full buy. They have the operator likely on 10s. But how can he open up the round like he did previously?
I think one of the things, though, Sean, I have to say is that the Rolling Thunder was expended, which was that's a big thing. They were forced to do that because they backed away from that A play, and then they needed to guarantee that round. They had to guarantee it, so they had to burn the Rolling Thunder.
Now they do have the showstopper still on Solkas, and last time they had this ult, if you remember, they set him up 6.
It's nice to hear like a confirmation of what I am thinking from the casters.
Through the group with that good seed.
Yeah, it does. This is everything, right? We've already seen some crazy teams make it out. Fnatic's the first one that comes to mind.
On one molly on Dapper.
A side showstopper. He's here all alone. Sentinels
Dapper
has
playing
passed
alone.
the wrong area. Ten's pushing down mid is going to give them tons
Damn.
of info, though.
Sentinels have a lot of information from mid now because of that Tiger, but it's like the info is useless because Liquid is already on A side.
Information that needs to be known. As we get just a free site here for Team Liquid. Actually, Seekers get popped there by Shazam. Get some information. Team goes forwards.
So they know about the player on the right side of CT, but they smoke him off again. Nivera is very
From Sentinels.
spammable here.
Most players backside. There's one in
Oh,
TC.
Scream.
Opponent spawn basically. Attacker spawn.
Yampi is in spawn. Okay. Okay. Is the Viper. That's gonna be so tough for Sentinels. How do you go for it? You have to go for the other side. Through underneath rafters. And oh, that is almost not doable, man. Look at the amount of players here. Jesus, bro. Yeah, good luck. Well played by Liquid here. Well played. I mean, Nivera's ultimate is round winning here. Round winning.
Slow start to this series, Dan, but boy, oh boy, is Scream delivering right now. 309 ACS, 24 frags, top of the scoreboard.
Nuts.
He is popping off. And that was the most pivotal round of this entire best of 3 so far.
And now they have shit equipment, man. Look at the equipment. 3 Spectres, 4 Spectres, and a Guardian. The only ultimate is Cosmic Divide, which is garbage.
And hope to get lucky. He needs to actively make something happen. He only has a Guardian. It's been hit or miss for him so far this event.
Best gun on the team. They need 10s.
That is not looking good.
Desperately right now.
And you know what? What kind of annoys me is that even though they have way worse equipment, they play the default positioning. They don't play for the strengths of the guns. They play just default positioning. That's what kind of upsets me here in this round. They didn't swap anything.
Liquid has no ults to work with here. But they have a ton of utility due to this breach.
4 players around A main for Liquid. And Sentinels conversely 3 around B heaven. They're far away. Dapper. He's got to survive.
Oh no.
Concussed. Can he stay alive? Soulcast also concussed. Doesn't want to peek there.
Yeah, that's GG. Very well played by Soulcast. Such good satchel movement on this map so far. Really well played by Soulcast.
Like a walking knife, Navira lurks into ropes right now, ready to stab Sentinels in the back.
And oh no. Tens gets taken down as well. Team Liquid have done it. They have defeated Sentinels to top the group to move forward to the playoffs in style. Both teams had great looks, but Liquid, they looked strategically and tactically, and they held their
well, that's about it.
Series.
Guys, enough of VOD reviewing for today.
This is a huge mental win and probably the biggest win in this Team Liquid lineup history. Scream started this series.
Well played by Liquid, although I have to say, again, both of those teams, Liquid and Sentinels, would have definitely big problems against teams that actually control map in a way more demanding way to, like, how do I say that? Teams that play the map control better on split, both of those teams will have huge problems against those teams. So, alright, my friends, you guys enjoy VCT? I know you guys wanted to watch that for sure. I'd really, it's a big compliment that still 460 of you just waited here to just finish that photo review. That's actually nuts. Guys, tomorrow I need to take a day off. I have some private stuff to take care of that I need to do. And unfortunately, because of that, I'm not going to be able to stream. But we were back on Wednesday. Okay? We're back on Wednesday. And we're going to decide on Discord which VOD review we're going to be doing on Wednesday. Okay? Like the most interesting maps. Okay? Thank you very much. Mwah. See you guys on Wednesday. And that's about it. Thank you much for all the subs, all the bits, all the new follows. If you don't follow the channel, make sure to, you know, click that button. And also, if you missed any of the VOD reviews, remember that we're gonna have all the uploads on the second YouTube channel, !VOD reviews. Alright? Love you all. See you guys. Leave a sub on both channels on YouTube. It's gonna be it for today. See ya. Bye-bye.